No extension for DeBrincat? Chychrun to the Oilers? You know what time it is, right? Rumor Roundup time! Hey, hockey fans! Welcome back! Welcome in if this is your first time to the channel. I'm Josh. This is the Hockey Flow, and today it's Saturday, October 1st, 2022, and you know what? We decided to bring back an oldie but a goodie. We got Rumor Roundup time on Today in Hockey. We're going to get to that in just a moment. First, we got to get through our headlines, and don't forget about Today in Hockey history. We're not going to go through that today, but be sure to check out the YouTube short that I posted just a little bit ago. But all right, let's get into it. Today's video, we're going to go through headlines and the Rumor Roundup. We're back, heading back to the hockey writers and the excellent Jim Parsons. We're going to go through the NHL, see what all the rumors are swirling, and we're going to break those down. Be sure to stick around for that. If you do enjoy the content, take a moment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Helps us out a ton. We're just getting started, a few months in now, but I really do appreciate it. And we got the regular season almost on us, so want to make sure you never miss a beat. All right, let's get into it. Headlines, headlines, headlines. Man, been a while. I do miss these. Carolina Hurricanes, a little bit of a depth signing here. We got Calvin DeHaan signs a one-year deal worth $850,000. Tell you what, nice little signing for the Hurricanes. They had a great offseason. Be sure to check out my video on most improved this offseason. Spoiler alert, the Hurricanes are one of the three teams. But back to this signing, Calvin DeHaan, I think it's a good signing, especially for the money. He's used to playing in the top four, spent a lot of time in with Chicago doing that last year. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't going to blow the doors off anyone here, but still nice little depth signing rounding out the roster. All right, what other headlines do we have today? Yes, the Montreal Canadiens inked Tendy Jake Allen to a 2-year, $7.7 million extension. We're going to get to this a little more. He's actually in our Rumor Roundup, but I did think it'd be fun to pull the player cards here. We have courtesy of Jfresh Hockey. We see Calvin DeHaan's projection card, and we see, 49% WAR, not too bad, especially for that dollar figure. But Jake Allen here, we see he actually had a pretty good season last year. This is his player card from last year, and he did grade out in the 83rd percentile, so that's fantastic, better than 83% of tendies in the NHL, so I think he's a nice little bridge tendy while a couple of those young guys cut their teeth in the youth ranks, because we saw last year, throwing them under the fire a little early can be a little rough. But all right, that's going to do it for headlines. Let's get into it. Our article of the day, our Rumor Roundup. It has been a while, so I'm happy to be back. Again, big shout out to the hockey writers and the excellent Jim Parsons on these. He goes around and compiles all of the rumors that he's seeing across the NHL into one little spot for us, so we're able to break it down and react. So here we go. First up, we just talked about it, the Montreal Canadiens. They inked Jake Allen to a 2-year extension, 3.85 AAV annually. We always love seeing that number. Not a bad price point at all, especially for, as we saw the season he had last year. They fully expect him to do that for the next couple of seasons. And no Carey Price, right? No Carey Price. He probably is going to be done for his career. So again, this is going to be a great little bridge extension until the kids are ready. Speaking of the Canadiens, they're not rushing on an extension for Cole Caulfield. So we're going to talk extension for Alex DeBrincat here in just a moment. But Cole Caulfield, he's having a great preseason, looking sharp already. Had a rough start to the season, but boy, he did turn it up later on once St. Louis took the reins. But Pierre LeBrun is saying they are taking their time with Caulfield's extension. Makes sense, right? That team wants to see the full picture, especially with the news that the salary cap, the projected cap, is going to be a little higher a couple of years' time. So maybe good for Cole Caulfield too. Maybe he can get paid a little more if he keeps producing. All right, here we go. This is the big one. This is the thumbnail winner here. Senators letting DeBrincat get comfortable. So that is one thing I found really interesting. Alex DeBrincat, the big pickup of the offseason, the Senators poised for a big breakout season, gunning for the playoffs, and Alex DeBrincat's going to be a big part of that. He's a fantastic player. We see his projected WAR for this season, courtesy of Jfresh Hockey, again in the 97th percentile, and especially at that dollar point, that's fantastic. But he is up for an extension, and he's going to need one, especially if they want to keep this group together, right? And I absolutely think they need to. They should. They've got a lot of young parts. This team is in an excellent spot right now, but making sure DeBrincat sticks around is a very important piece to that. And according to Jim Parsons, DeBrincat said he's not ready to commit yet, which makes sense, and the Senators are okay with that. They're in no rush either. They understand it takes time to get comfortable, so keep tuned for more on that. I imagine we're going to keep hearing stuff as the season goes on, especially if the season goes as the Senators plan. I think we'll hear some more as the season moves on. All right, moving on to Torey Krug, not concerned about connection to Chychrun trade talk. And this one I just thought was really funny. When asked about the trade speculation, since Jakob Chychrun is his name is floating about again, when asked about it, Torey Krug just said, when you have a no trade clause, you don't worry too much. And I kind of chuckled at it, but it does make sense, right? That's he earned that, so good for him. And last but not least, my Edmonton Oilers. Let's go Oilers, baby. They won't add Chychrun because of Kulak. So on Twitter, at thehockeyflow22, be sure to follow me over there. Love talking hockey. But on Twitter, I did present that I would love the Oilers to pick up Chychrun. I'd be okay with us giving up Broberg for that even. You know, Broberg had a little bit of a slow preseason. We'll see how he does today. They're playing right now. Let's go Oilers. But overall, you know, we haven't been amazed by him this preseason. He hasn't really seized the moment like we were hoping. So, you know, we are in a win-now mode. I would be okay sacrificing a little bit of our future for a win now. But according to Jim Parsons and the hockey writers here, what he's hearing, that it's not necessarily just the asking pieces and the price that is keeping the Oilers from advancing further with Chychrun, but it's also they just re-signed Brett Kulak, and we did put Brett Kulak's player card up here as well, his projected player card for this season, and that's fantastic. Especially he was projected to be third pairing. Well, he's probably going to slot in. He will slot in second pairing unless something changes with Chychrun, and that's the point, right? He re-signed, took a little bit of a discount to re-sign with Edmonton, and we're going to bump him down to the third line. You know, he's an excellent player. He had a great season for us last year after he got traded, and he's been doing well so far this season in the preseason. So I absolutely get that. I agree. You know, that is kind of rough, but in the spirit of winning, and you want the best team possible, you know, maybe Kulak could understand. You know, maybe carve out a niche elsewhere on the team, right? Find those minutes, but I get it absolutely. You know, don't want to rock the boat too much, and Kulak is an excellent player. But that's going to do it for our rumors today. What do you guys think? Should DeBrincat extend with Ottawa, or should he test the free agency market? What do you guys think about the other rumors? I love talking with you guys. Please let me know what you guys think. But again, thank you guys so much. Be sure to check out our other videos. We just did a really cool one, NHL Top Prospect Tier List video. It was our first swing at a tier list. We went ahead, created that puppy, and ranked all 32 prospects according to where I thought they're going to turn, or I think they're going to turn out. But again, I appreciate you guys all. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that jazz. Until next time, cheers.